Hi guys, it's me, and this is a study of the Wheel of Time with the Rain Serpents. I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and please read the books. Read the books with me, and then let's talk about it. Hi guys, and we are back with chapter 9 of the Eye of the World Wheel of Time series. And this, I know I keep saying, I don't mean to lie. I am not a liar, guys. But every chapter is like, alright, this is the best. This is gonna be it is Robert's fault, okay? Because he just gets better, alright? He has allowed the books to just become better chapter by chapter. But this is one of my favorite chapters in the entire series, guys, and that is because of what happens at the very end. So let's get into it so that I can get there with you. So chapter 8, we ended off with Tam staying with Tam because Maureen had finished the healing. Tam was asleep, but Ram was still singing the theme song of He's My Father, so he stays in the room, and yeah, that happens. So now we're into this chapter. Rand is dreaming. He is having quite a nightmare, guys, and so he's in this desolate place. You could think of the most desolate place, it's probably there, right? So the valleys and mountains have no vegetation. They are dust. There's a red flaming ball of sun in the sky, but it gives no heat. The place is cold as winter. Silver and black rolling clouds, and he is being pursued. He's being chased, and he is running for his life. Now Rand is a very tall man, so he should be giving them the run of their life. So he comes to this cliff edge, right, a ridge, and he falls down onto it, and below is this canyon with this boiling gray liquid and fog and steam are rising, but they are red, and lightning strikes are coming out of the fire, which is weird. How could lightning comes out of the sky? Anyways, back here. So I forgot what happened. There's this mountain, right? There's a mountain that is coming out of the canyon, and it is going towards the sky. It is very tall, and it is very black, right? And for some reason, he remembers and knows the mountains, even though he doesn't know how he knows it, guys. And the mountain is pulling at him to come to the mountain. But it also makes his heart hurt. It's making his heart hurt even looking at it. Somehow maybe bad memories are tied up in there, and I don't know how it is that we get here, but he's running again. He falls. There's this can clutching at his neck. I don't think it's the Trollocs anymore that are pursuing him, and he falls into another dream, if that makes any sense. Pausing to go off on a tangent, because I do that. This is great foreshadowing by Robert. Veteran readers, you may not know as a first-time reader, and that's why I'm telling you to read the books. I am helping you because this is the best series that I've ever read, guys. And you need to read it. And when it is you read it, and sometimes you reread it, it's like, this is what Robert was talking about. Far here, down there, recall, guys, bring it back. So great foreshadowing on his part. For me, I really loved it, because my favorite thing about the Wheel of Time series is not even the characters, and the characters are so freaking great and badass. So you have to know that this is very good writing, when my favorite thing are these people. But the concept of a Wheel of Time, it is coming and passing, where it is we have reincarnations, because they are reincarnations of souls, and I believe that it goes further than Matt and Rand and Perrin, that they are more people who are reincarnations. If it is you are a veteran reader, please help me to understand, because I don't understand all of the elements of these books, and I love that too. Like, I am striving to understand these books in their entirety. Can you imagine that you are reading something and there's just so much information to be grasped from it, that you go through one read, that you go through two reads, that you go through three reads, and still it have more? Could you? Anyways, sorry. Back to what I was talking about. So, right, reincarnations of different souls, and I believe that it spreads further than Rand, Matt, and Perrin, that there are more people who, I feel like the entire wheel of time is a reincarnation of souls, to be quite honest. But somebody come in the comments and tell me if it is a right or wrong, please. And then other than that, there's this great, the pattern, the age lace, right? It is bringing us, even though we have a different story, there are particular elements that always have to be the same, and we are being brought to the same place again and again and again. So that is what that is like. Guys, love, my favorite. I actually calls like the name on my page is The Ring Serpent, because that's my favorite aspect of the Wheel of Time. The fact that we always turning and we coming back, and we going and we coming back. Anyway, back to the story. So he falls into a new dream. And the dream that he falls into, so he's outside of this city. Now there's this city with great shining walls. If it is you're a veteran reader, you know what this place is already. Great shining walls. It's an island. Like, I am an island. Here I'm in Trinidad, it's an island. And it is surrounded by river water. And it beckons to him, but not in the way that the mountain did. In a way that makes you feel joyous and happy. He knows that it is he'll find peace and calm and refuge there. So my boy goes. He's going. We're going. And he goes, and it's like, the city is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. The people look friendly and they are welcoming. And he's like, it won't hurt me to just take a detour. So he turns down a street, and there the tower that he was looking at is the White Tower. There it is again. And he turns another street, and there it is again. So this is like, all right, like hold up, I'll get there when I get there, right? And now the people are looking crestfallen. When they're still looking friendly, but they're crestfallen, like, we really need you to go there. Why are you sticking? Why is you not going? So it's like, all right, I was going to go there anyway. So he goes to this White Tower. He enters, goes up the steps, enters. And as the door closes, he hears a whisper. We've been waiting for you. By a freaking murderer. It was a trap. It was a trap. So he wakes up in a panic. And that dream as well, That dream, was that dream foreshadowing? Could I have a little bit to know? I believe it did. Now we talk, guys. Let us talk. If you know about it, let's talk. And if it is you don't know about it, let us talk. Read these books, please. Please. So he wakes up in a panic, but it was just a dream. Calms down at some point. Goes to get something to eat, because Mistress Alvea, she makes sure that there's warm food there. She's like, these men had to eat. He goes, touches Tom's head, and Tom wakes up. Tom wakes up, guys. Tom Rand's father. So he wakes up, he's like, and they have like discourse and conversation about everything that's gone on. Everything. He tells them about, Maureen and stuff, how she's an Aes Sedai, how the Trollocs and they will maybe send after him, or that is what he was told. So Tam says, tell me exactly what it is she said. And Tam says this because Aes Sedai can't lie. When they become Aes Sedai, they take some oaths. And one of them is that they can't lie. So that's why they wind their words up. That is why when it is like they have so much double meanings in the things that they say, the meaning that you may think they mean is not the meaning that they actually mean, because they can't lie. So they have to find a way to be sneaky with their words, and they're very good at it. Aes Sedai? Trust Aes Sedai? Manipulative as hell. Anyways, so man relates the story to him, and Tom is like, well, if it is she says this, and we know that she can't lie, then you really may need to go. So Ron is like, but wait a minute, like a double take, like he was expecting that Tom was going to say, hell freaking no. Hell's freaking no. But Tom is like, that I don't see any way around it. Tavlon is where it is you'll be safest. And this is why I love Tom. I love everybody in the Two Rivers. Two Rivers people are very strong people, strong-willed, strong-minded, get it done, honest, integrity, all of it. I like them. But I love Tom the most because the thing is that he left the Two Rivers, unlike a lot of Two Rivers people, he left the Two Rivers. And what happens sometimes when it is like you stay in the same place that you've grown up and you never move in your life is that you will never get a wider aspect or a wider scope of the world or a wider understanding. And when it is that happens, sometimes a lot of your views are very narrow-minded and you'll get very stuck in your ways. Like there's nobody bringing to you anything different than what it is you've already experienced, and because of that you're not an open-minded person, and it is you can't see things from different points of views. Now Tom can't. Tom left the Two Rivers, he went, and now it is he's come back, and I find he's a very capable, wise, and understanding person. Because I know a lot of other parents, if it is I said I was telling you we need to leave, they're going to say hell's no, get this witch out of here, and but Tom is like, if it is you had to go. So they say their goodbyes, and Tom tells Ran that he will try to catch him up on the road as once it is he regains a bit of his strength. And Ran hugs Tom and he says, I will come back, of course. And Tom is like, of course you'll come back. Because they love each other, guys. They love each other. Like this, they love each other. Anyways, so Lan comes in. Lan is like, we need to go. There may be trouble brewing. And he's really trying to rush Ran. Why is it taking so much time? Don't you understand what trouble means? And I love Lan. Ever so nice. He could be so blunt and cold. So anyways, Ran goes outside and he sees my favorite man in the world, Matrim Cawthon. We're going to be married. He just doesn't know it. And so Ran wants to know what's the trouble, what's going on. And they go downstairs and they're peeping out of the door from the Wine Spring Inn into the yard of the Wine Spring Inn. Yeah? Outside there have been a tour of villagers, townsfolk, Two Rivers, that have gathered, led by the Conglins, the Coplins and the Congers, as we would think. Because as I said, they are the people, they are the ones who are all stirring up trouble. And they're there for Maureen, and her back is to the inn. Now they're saying that, you're an Aes Sedai, get out, we don't want the trouble that you bring. The Trollocs came because of you, why else would they come? We don't want Aes Sedai trouble here, get out or we will burn you out, and things like that. And this is what it is like, what it is I was referring to with Tom. Sometimes when it is you come from a small town, remember, a lot of sometimes, even if it is like, you're going to absorb what it is they think, and sometimes what they think is wrong. So Bran, the mayor, and Harold, the blacksmith, also come out, and they're like, Bran is like, I can't believe you people. She's the reason that we are here. She was the one who fought off a lot of the Trollocs. She was the one that healed so many of you. How could you have any pride in you and do what it is you're doing now? And they're talking back to Bran and like, we understand everything that she does and we're very thankful, but she's iced down. We don't want her here. We don't want her swords here. We don't want their troubles here. Probably the Trollocs came because of her and all of that, right? And Maureen, she claps, she starts whirling her staff, and she's about to tell the story of the century, guys. The freaking century. I don't even know if it is I could relate to you guys properly. I don't know. Maureen giving Tom a run for his money. If Tom, you understand that Tom just been doing this his whole life. He's a gleeman and he's born to Maureen is kicking Tom out to the park, man. Kicking him out. Anyways, so this story. So, and I don't know. Let me see if it is like I could read some of it, guys, because it is amazing and I do not know if it is I could do it justice. I will I'll read some and I'll just like try to explain some like that. So we're talking about Manatharan. Manatharan was huge. They called it the mountain home. I'm guessing because the city was in the mountains. But remember, there was the river flowing near it. So I think very close by it, there was the river flowing close by it. So all of the villages in the two rivers are part of Manatharan, was part of Manatharan. The forest that they call I forget what they call the forest, but that was also part of Manatharan. The White River. They have a White River. That was, Manatharan was huge. Remember, there was the breaking of the world, and there's definitely been a shift in territories and places and over the years. But Manatharan was huge, and there were lots of peoples. So they were a nation, and they fought the Dark One alongside other nations. But Manatharan was known for having courageous people and being attuned. That was what they said. They were attuned to the Dark One's side. There were many battles, and the Red Eagle banner, which was their banner, was always flying. And when it is most of the battles that they went to, they were victorious. They were called, Manatharan was called the sword that was unbroken, right? Because they are forever. So while it is they were off, they believe that their entire army was off battling, and that's bad strategy, yeah? From what it is I used to play in Age of Mythology. You wouldn't send your entire army to battle somewhere else. You're leaving some of your soldiers at home. Makes sense. Anyways, so they're off on a field and they're battling, but then they are hearing about an army. The Dark One has sent an army to their home. So he's saying that, I'm going to get rid of them once and for all. If it is I break them at the roots, if it is like I kill out all your people and destroy your home, you're going to be so heartbroken to the point that maybe it is you're not going to fight as valiantly as you usually do, right? So they weren't supposed to be able to reach in time, but they rode as soon as the word went out that this army was going to encroach upon Manatharan, the mountain home. It was their home, and they had to defend their land. So they made it. We don't know how. They said that they rode day and night, with like fear and desperation and need chasing their steps, and they made it. When it is that army sent by the Dark One, and this was a freaking army, it was a host of, they said, dreadlords, trollocs, dark friends, ravens, just like power. The Dark One sent a powerful force to take down what he saw as a powerful force. But they said that the army was standing with their backs to the Terendrell when the forces came. So the forces clash, of course. We go on, if this is war we doing, we go on do the war. We go and dance the tango. You understand? But what before, on the way, when it is they were riding, Amon sent out to what it is he thought was his allies, and he said, hey, we need reinforcements. Oh my god, I love that word. Okay, guys, I love that word because, and if it is you've ever like played games like this, maybe it is you know about it. So like I used to play Age of Mythology, and they were like mission. Sometimes you would, I forgot the name. So you go on certain missions, like they would have chapters of certain things, and if it is you defeat the chapter, you go on to the next chapter. And within that chapter, they're telling you that you have to hold off until reinforcements can arrive, and that is what this is. This is reinforcements. This is war. Anyways, so he sends out word, hey, we need allies, and they're saying if it is like you could hold on for 3 days, hold the fort, hold the ground, we will make it to you. And when it is like their army was supposed to be consumed in the first hour and the first 3 hours, they kept holding it. For the 3 days had come and passed. No word, no people had arrived. And they held it for 6 days, held it for 9 days. And on the 10th day, Amon had to understand and admit that he was betrayed. He was betrayed by the peoples who were supposed to. Betrayal, a hard thing, boy. It's a hard thing. So what it is he did was that he crossed the Terendrell, He crossed the river. There were bridges, and he destroyed the bridges as he went. But also, he sent word, I guess, to his wife back home. Remember, she's a bit further in the city, in Manhattan, and he tells her, you need to get people out as he is crossing, because he knows that the forces of the Dark One, they will find a way to cross the river. And when it is he is going out, they are coming in. They have found a way that it is they have made to be able to come over. So back home, his wife, the queen, Landra, I believe, she starts making preparations for people to flee through the mountains, flee through the forest, go, right? The soldiers that were there, when it is like the men start to come over, they decide that they will pay with their lives what it is they can to give their people time to flee. And so Elandra made the call for the people to leave, but some of them did not. The people that were home, the woodsmen, the craftsmen, the farmers, the shepherders, when it is like they understand what's going on, they left to join the fight, and people keep going to fight of they aren't soldiers, not by trade, but this is our home and we have to protect the land. So they go. The women go alongside their men. They are also, this story don't make you the hair on your body raise. The hair on my body's raising. I know, guys, I could feel my pores. And so they go, people keep coming. But the force was too large. The Dark One's force, he keep on fighting them back, but they didn't give a quarter unless it is I kill you first. If it is I dying, you dying too. So, and they drove them back to what it is they call Emansfield, or the two rivers. No, that's what it is they call it. They were driven back by the Trollocs force today. And Elandra, she was a channeler. She could channel the one power, and she felt when it is her husband died. What it is she did in retaliation was that she drew, and listen to this, guys. It was, God, will I be able to find it in time? Right. They said that Eldrine had drawn to herself more of the one power than any human could ever hope to wield, or unaided. I thought it was something different. But yes, so remember, when it is like, just like Louis Theron, when it is like you draw too much of the one power and you cannot wield it without help, you die. So she did, like, she just drew on the one. I think that she wanted to die just like Louis Theron, but she also wanted vengeance. And she drew the power and she cast it out in fire, and she killed like the entire Dark One's army that it is he sent. She killed all of them. And I was like, why did she not do this sooner? But she died when it is she attempted to do this. So I guess I could understand. So they start running there, the armies and stuff, they start running wherever. Remember, they was coming before, they was trying to attack. Now it is they're fleeing, because whatever fire that is that chasing them down is sure that so, like, even like centuries have passed where it is like, and there have been battles raging, and Manhattan is still, they don't remember it. They don't remember where they came from, but they hold their home, they hold the ground, because what the price for the land that they have was blood. The price that was paid for it, from the king to the queen, to the soldiers, to the farmers, to the people. There are peoples there now that don't understand, and but they are the descendants of that land, and the price for that land was blood, was the blood of the entire mountain home. So when it is Maureen, see these people behaving like this, is like, look what you have come to, look where you were from and what you have come to. So after she tell this story, like, I'm not even the one who pause raised. The people, the hordes, the villagers, they pause probably raised too. It was like, I think somebody came forward and he was like, I'm no torn to the Dark One's side, but I'm sorry for what has been done here, because I know that it says you healed my son. And he left. And a lot of the other villagers, they come in and saying whatever they had to say, and they disbanded. Like, I guess, and they feeling ashamed of being here. After it is like, you hear a story of what you were and what it is you've come to. Not that Two Rivers people are bad, guys. Two Rivers people are very, 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 very decent, good, hardworking, having a lot of integrity, honest people. And I love them. I really, really love Two Rivers people. So they leave. And at the end of it, the chapter ends as they like land trying to pull Matt. It was Matt and Ran. I don't know where Perrin is. Like all of them are looking to leave the Two Rivers, and this is something that they've never done before. What are they going to do? What are they going to find out there? What is going to happen, guys? This story is heat. We have reached the heat. The heat. We have encountered it. Oh my God, what is going to happen? And I can't wait. Not that I don't know, but I can't wait to talk to you about it and make videos and find my people and we talk about it. So I'll be back with chapter 10 next week, I guess. Not maybe next week. I'll be back with chapter 10, and thanks. I hope that you read the books, read this series. Guys, something that can have me like this. I am not trying to lead you astray. It is great. Robert Jordan is... Please read the series. Bye.